What if someone left a new house under your tree this year? Our real estate expert, Rick Sadle with Keller Williams Realty and SadleRealEstate.com is with us. Happy holidays. Good morning, Rick.
Hey, good morning.
So it is Christmas Eve, which means for a lot of us, we're fully into holiday mode, right? But do people still buy and sell homes around this time of year?
I'm, it's interesting. Across the country during the winter, some real estate markets slow way down, and they all but stop over the holiday season. But because we're in a pretty generally mild climate, we're not super seasonal. And in fact, face it, if we wanted to wait for it to stop raining to sell houses, we'd sell houses for 2.5 months out of the year. Well, it's the same for the holiday season in the Pacific Northwest. Obviously, it slows down a little. There are less people out shopping, less people out interested in having people walk through their homes to sell it. But you'd be surprised on how many people still do sell and buy homes during this season. And in fact, on our team alone, we've put 5 houses under contract in the last 3 days.
Wow, okay. I like what you said about the rain. And you're not using umbrellas in Portland, or you don't want to get spotted with them. You just deal with it. Um,
Right.
what are some of the biggest advantages of actually trying to get a deal done during the holidays?
Well, I think on both sides of the transaction, buying or selling, you're just generally dealing with more serious people, right? Sellers that are still in the market over the holidays, they're not just testing the market. Buyers who are out looking during the holidays, that they're not just tire kickers, right? People who are still buying and selling are just more interested in getting deals done. Obviously, if you're a seller, you'd rather deal with more motivated buyers. And if you're a buyer, you'd rather deal with more motivated sellers. It just makes for smoother transactions.
Yeah, any pitfalls to watch out for other than just the holidays themselves, non-banking days?
Well, no, I think the holidays are the main thing, but it's in a number of ways, right? First, there's the timeline in transactions, less business days, like you said, less banking days. Banks are open less, escrow companies are open less, but the contract timelines are computed differently because of the holidays. Also, there's the fact that people take trips, so we might go pending and then be taking a trip to Seattle to visit our family, right? And we have to figure out those logistics. Then there's the fact that people, other than buyers and sellers involved in the transactions, like inspectors, appraisers, agents, they all take trips. So it just means things take just a little bit more time.
Yeah, those are great points too. I know that you're always recommending that any buyer or seller does act on their own timeline, but maybe you can just speak to getting ahead of the spring rush.
Well, I just think it makes more sense, right? As we talked about, people more serious during the winter holidays. And of course, in spring, both buyers and sellers are just dealing with more competition, which obviously just makes life tougher for everybody. So I think that if you can get ahead of the spring rush, you're in better shape.
Okay, excellent stuff. Rick, thanks for being with us and happy holidays to you.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
That's Rick Sadle, real estate expert with Keller Williams Realty and SadleRealEstate.com.